Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, when did that wrinkle get there? Or maybe you've noticed your energy dipping before lunchtime, or your knees making more noise than a creaky old staircase. Don't worry, you're not alone. Aging is a natural part of life, but sometimes our bodies seem to hit the fast forward button when we weren't quite ready for it. Here's the good news. It's never too late to slow things down. In fact, there are clear signs your body gives you when it's aging a little too fast. And even better, there are simple things you can do to turn it around. You're not stuck with how things are today. With the right habits, mindset, and a little bit of TLC, you can feel stronger, sharper, and more vibrant than you have in years. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, and let's chat. Today we're diving into 6 sneaky signs your body may be aging faster than it should, and how to reverse them before they start affecting your quality of life. And trust me, you don't need a gym membership or fancy supplements for this. Just a little awareness, a few easy shifts, and maybe a sense of humor about the noises your joints make these days. Let's start with a big one, your energy. You know your body better than anyone. You remember how it used to feel when you woke up in the morning ready to take on the day. But now, you might find yourself dragging your feet before breakfast or needing a nap just to recover from a grocery run. Now it's normal for energy levels to change with age. But if you're constantly tired, even after a good night's sleep, that might be a red flag. Your body could be struggling to keep up due to poor sleep quality, chronic inflammation, or even something as simple as dehydration. Yep, just not drinking enough water can make you feel decades older. One easy fix: start your day with a glass of water before coffee, before breakfast. Your body loses fluids overnight, and replenishing them first thing can wake up your organs, flush out toxins, and give your brain a little boost. And if you really want to give your cells a reason to celebrate, try adding a splash of lemon or a pinch of sea salt. Just that tiny habit can work wonders for your energy. And while we're on the topic of sluggishness, let's talk about muscle loss. It creeps up slowly. First, maybe your grocery bags feel heavier. Then you realize you're pushing yourself off the couch with a bit more effort. Or you avoid stairs like they're your mortal enemy. That's not just aging. That's a sign your body's losing muscle faster than it should. After 60, we naturally start to lose muscle mass unless we actively do something about it. But here's the catch. Most people think you need to lift heavy weights or do hour-long workouts to keep your muscles strong. That's simply not true. Even light resistance, like using soup cans for arm curls while watching your favorite show, can make a difference. Better yet, try this. Every time you get up from a chair, do it slowly and with intention. Push through your heels, engage your legs and core, and then sit back down. Do it 5 times a day. That's 5 mini leg workouts without ever leaving your living room. Your muscles will thank you, and so will your balance and coordination. Speaking of which, balance is another sneaky sign your body may be aging too quickly. Have you ever caught yourself stumbling over nothing? Or needed to grab the wall to steady yourself while getting dressed? It may feel minor, but these little slips can be serious. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury for seniors, and most of them are preventable. The good news? Balance is like a muscle. It can be trained. Try standing on one foot while brushing your teeth. Sounds silly, right? But that small act activates your core, strengthens your ankles, and trains your brain to stay steady. Do it every day, 1 foot at a time. And within weeks, you'll notice a difference. You don't need a yoga mat or a fancy routine. Just make it fun. Maybe even have a little dance party in your kitchen while waiting for your toast. Movement doesn't have to be exercise. It just has to be consistent. And while we're shaking things up, let's talk about something most people don't notice until it's a big problem. Your skin. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it can reveal a lot about how fast you're aging. If it's suddenly dry, thin, or bruises more easily, it might not just be getting older. It could be a sign that your body's losing collagen faster than normal. Collagen is what keeps your skin firm and elastic, but it also supports your joints, your bones, and even your gut. And after 60, we produce less and less of it. But don't worry, there are easy ways to boost it without breaking the bank. Eating foods rich in vitamin C like bell peppers, oranges, or strawberries helps your body make more collagen naturally. Bone broth is also a gentle, nourishing option that supports your joints and digestion. And please, don't skip the moisturizer. Even if you've never used one before, now's the time. Hydrated skin heals faster, feels better, and looks more vibrant. You're not trying to look 30, you're simply helping your skin stay healthy and strong for the amazing years ahead. Now that we've talked about energy, muscle strength, balance, and skin health, let's keep the momentum going. There's one more early warning sign you definitely don't want to ignore, and that sign is something a lot of folks shrug off at first: brain fog. You know that fuzzy feeling where you walk into a room and forget why? Or you can't quite find the right word, even though it's right on the tip of your tongue? Some people laugh it off as senior moments, but when it starts happening regularly, it's worth paying attention to. Now, occasional forgetfulness is normal. We've all left our coffee in the microwave and found it hours later. But if your mind starts feeling slower or less sharp than it used to, that's your brain waving a little red flag. Mental clarity is one of the first things to go when our bodies are under stress or lacking essential nutrients. But here's the hopeful part. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. It loves to be challenged, stimulated, and, believe it or not, well fed. Your diet has a bigger impact on your memory than you might think. Omega-3 fatty acids, like the kind found in salmon, walnuts, or flax seeds, are like brain food. They help protect your brain cells and keep everything firing smoothly. And don't underestimate the power of movement. Walking, even just 15 minutes a day, gets more oxygen to your brain, helps flush out waste, and can actually stimulate new brain cell growth. Isn't that amazing? You're not stuck with the brain you woke up with today. You can literally grow it stronger by moving your body and feeding it right. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that sneaks up on you slowly: digestion. Yep, your gut. Not the most glamorous topic, I know, but it's one of the most important when it comes to how fast your body's aging. If you're frequently bloated, constipated, or just feeling off after meals, your digestive system might be asking for help. As we age, our bodies produce less stomach acid and fewer digestive enzymes. That means even the healthiest meals can start to feel heavy or uncomfortable. And when your digestion is sluggish, your whole system feels tired. Your gut is like your second brain. It's deeply connected to your mood, your energy, and even your immune system. So how do you give it a little love? First, chew your food more slowly. I know it sounds too simple to matter, but most of us are guilty of wolfing down our meals. Digestion starts in your mouth, and chewing thoroughly helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. You'll feel lighter, fuller, and less bloated with just that one change. Adding a little fermented food like yogurt, kefir, or sauerkraut can also make a world of difference. These foods introduce good bacteria into your gut, kind of like reinforcements for your digestive system. And don't forget fiber. A handful of berries, a spoonful of chia seeds, or a slice of whole grain bread can help keep things moving smoothly, if you catch my drift. Now, I know some folks try to fix digestive issues by skipping meals or sticking to bland, boring foods. But your body needs variety, color, and nourishment to thrive, not just toast and tea. So next time you're at the grocery store, think like a rainbow. Grab red peppers, dark greens, juicy blueberries. The more colorful your plate, the happier your gut will be. And since we're talking about things that affect your whole body, let's take a moment to check in on something most people don't associate with fast aging. But it's a big one: your mood. Yep. If you've been feeling irritable, down, or even just kind of meh lately, it might not be just your mood. It could be your body's way of saying, hey, I need some attention. Emotional health and physical aging are deeply connected. Chronic stress can speed up aging by affecting your heart, your immune system, your sleep, you name it. And sadly, many people over 60 feel like they have to just deal with it. But you don't. You absolutely don't. You deserve to feel joy, peace, and connection, no matter your age. And sometimes the smallest changes bring the biggest emotional lift. Maybe it's taking a 5-minute walk in the morning sun, or calling an old friend just to hear their voice, or starting a simple gratitude journal. Just jotting down one thing a day that made you smile. Even getting outside and letting your face soak up a little natural light can help reset your mood and your internal clock. Your body loves routine, daylight, and connection. And honestly, so does your heart. We often think of aging as a slow drift away from vitality, but it doesn't have to be. You're still here, still growing, still capable of joy, strength, clarity, and purpose. And the fact that you're watching this video tells me you care deeply about how you feel and how you live. That's powerful. So if you've been feeling a little foggy, a little stiff, a little off, take that as your body's way of whispering to you, not scolding you, not warning you, just saying, let's work together again. And you know what? You can. There's one more sign I want to talk about. It's often overlooked, but incredibly telling. One of those clues your body gives you when it's aging faster than it should. Let's explore that next, and that sign is your recovery time. Think about the last time you bumped into something, had a minor cold, or even just pushed yourself a little during a walk. Did it take longer to bounce back than it used to? If healing feels like it's on the slow train these days, that's your body waving a big, bright flag. As we age, our natural repair systems start to slow down a bit. Cuts take longer to heal, bruises stick around like uninvited house guests. A small tweak in your back or a sore muscle from gardening can turn into a week of discomfort instead of a day. Now that doesn't mean something's terribly wrong, but it does mean your body's having a harder time keeping up. And here's the catch. Slow recovery isn't just about age. It's also about how well your body is nourished, rested, and supported. Think of your body like a classic car. It might not be brand new, but with the right care, it can still run beautifully for years. But skip the oil changes and leave it out in the elements too long, it starts to show wear and tear fast. One of the easiest ways to improve recovery is to prioritize rest and sleep. The real kind. Not just zoning out in front of the TV, but actual deep sleep where your body can do its overnight repair work. That means winding down before bed, turning off bright screens, and giving yourself permission to rest. You're not being lazy, you're investing in your health. Gentle stretching before bed can also make a huge difference. Think of it like saying thank you to your body at the end of the day. A few minutes of stretching your legs, shoulders, or back can reduce stiffness, improve circulation, and help you wake up feeling more refreshed. And speaking of circulation, let's not forget hydration again. It plays a huge role in how quickly you recover. Water helps carry nutrients to your cells and flush out waste. So if you're feeling achy or tired for no clear reason, try drinking more water throughout the day, not all at once, just a steady trickle. Think of yourself as a houseplant. Nobody thrives when they're dried out. Now we've talked about energy, muscles, balance, brain fog, digestion, mood, and recovery. But here's something I want to make crystal clear. None of these signs mean you're broken or past your prime. They're just signals. Signals that your amazing, hardworking body is asking for a little more attention, a little more kindness, a little more you. That's the part people often forget. Aging isn't about trying to look 30 again. It's about feeling good, feeling capable, clear, connected, and content in your own skin. And every day, no matter how old you are, is a chance to slow down that clock. You don't have to do everything at once. You don't need to become a superhuman overnight. Start small. Add one new habit. Drink more water. Go for a walk after dinner. Eat a handful of berries. Call someone who makes you laugh. Do 5 sit-to-stands from your favorite chair. Breathe deeply when you feel stressed. Rest when your body asks you to. These are not tiny things. They are powerful acts of self-care. And here's something else to remember. You're not alone. So many people over 60 feel like they're the only ones going through these changes. But you're part of a community. You've got wisdom, humor, stories, and strength that younger folks can only dream of. You've lived through decades of life, and you're still here, still growing, still showing up for yourself. That's inspiring. So if you've been noticing a few of these signs, sluggish energy, weaker muscles, balance issues, brain fog, tummy troubles, low mood, slower healing, don't panic. Don't beat yourself up. Just see them for what they are. Gentle nudges to care for your body a little differently, to tune in, to make choices that support you, not drain you. And the best part? Your body wants to get better. It's always trying to heal, to strengthen, to move toward balance. All it needs is a little help from you, little patience, a little consistency, a little trust. If you've made it this far into the video, I want to thank you. It means you care about your health, your future, and your happiness. And that makes all the difference. You're already on the right path. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. What changes have you noticed in your body lately? What's worked for you? Let's make this a conversation. You never know who might read your story and feel encouraged by it. And if this video gave you a few aha moments or a smile along the way, give it a thumbs up. That helps us reach more wonderful folks like you. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. There's so much more to share about living your best, healthiest life after 60. Because yes, you can feel strong again. Yes, your brain can feel clearer. Yes, your joints can ache less. You are not too old. You're just getting started. So here's to feeling younger. Not in years, but in spirit, in strength, and in joy. Here's to living your best life at any age.